I want to tell you about the worst interview I've ever had. It was about 3 years ago, almost exactly. I'd been unemployed for maybe 4 or 5 months at this point. This consulting firm had reached out to me, which felt amazing. I was like, oh, they reached out to me, must be in the bag. So I showed up and I made 3 critical errors. One, I came way overdressed. It seems small, but I just didn't understand the culture. I didn't understand that they were a laid-back firm. I was in a suit and a tie, and they were all there in jeans and t-shirts, and knew immediately I'd made a mistake. This made me nervous, set me off on the wrong foot. My second big mistake, I didn't understand their business model well enough, and so when I was speaking, I wasn't actually answering questions in a way that they cared about. They were a pretty niche consulting firm. They were helping old retailers create consumer apps. And so they gave me a case study about to do that same thing. They were like, hey, imagine you're LVMH and you want to create a consumer app. Where do you go from there? And I just didn't understand their business enough. I hadn't done enough research to use examples, and I should have done that. I should have known exactly the kinds of things that I had done in the past and had ideas for this. And the third thing I didn't do, I didn't come with ideas in advance. You've got to do the homework in advance. You've got to show up to any interview, or even before the interview, when you're putting in your application, send people ideas in advance. Hey, here's what I'm about, and here's how I can make your business better. Those 3 critical errors, as you can guess, they called me. I did not get the gig. They were kind enough to give me a bunch of feedback, but it was my fault, and I've gotten better since then, I hope.